Hey, everybody. So today is going to be a little different. As I mentioned over the last couple days, I am integrating the analog Rytm into my setup, and the last couple days I've tried to actually use it, make some live music. It was a lot of fun. But at the present moment, I would like to take some time to try and actually integrate it properly and not just, noodle around, as some people have stated. So the goal here today is to just get the Rytm set up a bit more. I wish that I could place my camera in a different position, because then you could see more of the screen, like what's going on here, which I bet would be helpful. Maybe it's actually possible right now for me to rotate this. I don't know. Maybe I can rotate it in the settings here. I'm pretty new to the streaming side of things. Yeah, rotate 180 degrees. That's probably more confusing than anything, but maybe we can make this useful. Maybe, just maybe. We're getting there. All right, that's not so bad. Okay, so I'm pretty low energy also, so don't expect a lot of action here. But again, the goal is to take this analog Rytm over here and try to get that a little more integrated into my setup. So part of what needs to be done is I need to transfer samples to the Rytm, and then I need to learn how to move like whole folders of samples into the project file, because the project can only hold like 128 samples or whatever. And at present, it's really a bit of a pain in the ass. If I'm moving, just one sample at a time to the project. In some senses, this makes sense, but I would rather just be able to transfer everything. So I'm going to try to look up some of my samples that I have, take a look at some, hear them, see which ones are suiting, sound nice, are working, and then bring them onto the Rytm. Yeah, so if I remember correctly, this shouldn't have any. What is this? It has no presets. Yeah, it has nothing. So I need to go through like the sound browser and samples and stuff like this. So yeah, try to get this thing set up to be useful for me. I'll make some patterns at a later point, but for right now, I want to take a look at the kits and stuff. Let's take a look at some kits. And there's no kits. So this is the kind of thing that like is really confusing for me, being new to the Rytm, is like the kits are not shared. They're not shared across the projects. I'm sure you can transfer them or whatever, but like I just loaded up the kits. The project can store, you know, several hundred kits. 128 kits per project, but there's nothing in here, so it's like having to load up a kit each time. It's kind of crazy to me. It seems a little bit crazy. See, like now it just said like kit 1 loaded, but like what? There's nothing on this kit. It's all like what? These cannot be kit 1. There's no way. Yeah, it's like got a sample and stuff on it. Like this can't be kit 1, you know? Like okay, I loaded kit 2. Yeah, this is definitely the default kit. That definitely doesn't have any samples in it. But I don't know where to get the other kits. Yeah, and the manual doesn't say anything about this. It just says pick the kit you want to load, but they specifically mention that they're going to be, everything they're going to be talking about is going to be in reference to the presets project. This is like the default starting project that has a bunch of sounds for you to start working with. And that's not what I'm looking for right now. Okay, so we're going to try this a little differently then and try to maybe make a kit. I don't know. Because I haven't used the sound browser either, which also is like a bit overwhelming. That's absurd. Like, get the fuck out. That's too much. That's kind of fun. That's fucking intense. That's a snare. Yeah. Let's see. So now we're already into the snares. So there's actually not that many kicks. Oh, there's more kicks down further. Oh, it's for the different machines. It's organized by different machines. Insane. That's like rattling the entire room. That was nuts. I think that's a keeper, but shit. And at low velocity, it's like really aggressively like punchy, but then at high velocity, it's just like rattling the room. That's a sound effect. Okay, now we're into snares again. Let's go to the next machine. Bass dark. There's bass dark. Wow. That's fun. Damn, dude, this thing is Synth bass lead vintage is what that's like the classified as. Wow, Jesus. Okay, I don't want to look for synths. Oh, that's cool. I don't want those though. I want kicks. That's supposed to be a kick. That doesn't sound like a kick to me. There's so much stuff on here. It's a bit overwhelming. Okay, so I made it to the end. That's funny. I made it to the end. But like, I don't know, man. None of those, like, I don't know. I guess I'll just have to go with that, like, really big one. Ugh. I get the impression that, like, the way the Rytm is designed, in terms of, like, its workflow and stuff like this, is that, like, you have to have an idea in mind of what kind of sound you're going for, right? So if I'm like, I want to make, like, a dark techno track, okay, then I already have an idea of what sound I'm going for, and then it's just a matter of like making the sounds and then saving the kit. And then you have your own like dark techno kit or something like that. But like, I just want to load a full kit of sounds and just work off of it. I don't want to make a kit at this moment. Like, that's something that for me is so much further down the road. And so I don't know. The sound browser doesn't really make sense for me. I think that I need to find a way to transfer kits. So if anybody watching knows how to do this, transferring a kit from between projects with the Analog Rytm Mark II, let me know. I don't know. The page that I was already looking at regarding the kits says nothing about loading kits from other projects. Yeah, okay. Yeah, unfortunately, I just don't have the energy for this today. This is too technical. I'm very, very tired and very low energy. I can't really concentrate on reading this manual and trying to figure out what kits are and like how to load them between places. The one thing I will try to do, because I did set that as a goal, so at least if I do this, I will feel that I accomplished something, is I want to learn how to load an entire folder of samples into a project. So it looks like it should be on page 54. Yep, okay. Okay, so it looks like you can select all, but the problem is that a project can only hold 128 samples. And so if you have a folder, that has more than 128 samples, which many of mine do, then you can't load them all. So for example, if I just go like this, I go select all, 256 samples is what I have in this folder right here, but the project can only hold 127. So when I try to transfer it, I get an error message if I'm not mistaken. So it just like completely freezes up the progress. It's like you kind of have to pre-organize all of your folders. If you want to work in the style of folders, which to me makes sense, you have to pre-organize all the folders on the computer to be 127 samples each. Yeah, it says they can be loaded individually or collectively. The one thing I also want to know is how to preview. So last time I didn't figure that out, but I guess this function yes. Yeah. Okay. Function yes is good. Function yes is good for that. All right. Well, I understand this in a basic way. And unfortunately, I'm way too tired for this today, so I think I'm going to have to call it quits without making any serious progress. I'm just too tired today. So, yeah, tune in next week. I'll be back again Friday, Saturday, Sunday, doing all this. I will try to make some of this progress that I tried to do today during the week and try to get, like, some patterns set up because I really want to, like, have a kit and some patterns and start writing songs again. It's been fun just kind of live improvising and whatnot, but like the reason that I wanted to get the Rytm really for me was to be able to write songs again. So yeah, today was a little dry and not so fulfilling or productive, but yeah, at least I figured out how to transfer the samples from an entire folder, which looks like, yeah, you have to have a folder that has 127 samples and then select all. Okay, thanks again. Until next time.